Hi, dear volunteers and dear subscribers. Here we have some update from our sprouts. Here it is. Have a look and maybe it would be useful for you if you're a beginner. Okay, my friends, so that's how you're gonna do it. You're going to look at your plants and see what they need. If they're having long roots, the nitrogen is fine. The green items are fine. But if the top is not growing much, you need dry things. You need such as cardboard from eggs. Remember, I use a lot of these on other trays, and now I just cut this, get what you have. Or if you have ashes, right, from your burner, okay, from good wood, right? Okay, without chemicals, without paint, right? Okay, so that's how I do it. I'm just going to show you. You get a few like that, okay, and stick there, all right, and then you leave a little bit showing up, for the next week, so you know where you put it. So next week or in 2 weeks from now, you go to the other side, not to the same side, okay? So if it's hard like that, you can leave it. The other trays, I put old egg cartons and, card boxes that were already breaking down. From this one I planted, remember that I have the layers here, but I'm already transplanting them because they're already growing, you see? Okay, so you just stick them and cover up, all right? Okay, we're doing great. Let's get going. Let's do it. We see you soon. All right, so when you stick them in, the best as possible, cover them up and put the deepest as possible. Fold them long like that, put in a hole like that, okay, and cover them up because they will melt easily. On future weeks, like every 2 weeks, we have to check our trays and put nutrients they need according to what they look like, right? What you're transplanting, okay? All right? Or eggshell or paper. Paper is also good. Remember, you have the green list and the brown list. All right, that's it. Very easy for roots or for the green area. What they need, so you're going to learn how to look at plants and add what you need. All right, every time you're going to count your plants that already got the nutrients, got the care on that week, you're gonna get more points, right? Okay, and for each plant that got this extra care, right? So you don't want to put too little. Whichever you're doing, don't put too little. Make the hole deep, like I showed you, maybe 6 centimeters. Yeah, about 6 centimeters or so. Make the hole and put a lot, because that's already cared for 2 weeks. You're gonna get more points, okay? If you put a little bit, you're gonna get points as well, but your plant's gonna still don't look so good. And then we're gonna get points also, extra points. Plants that already got 10 centimeters and higher, or 20 centimeters or higher, right? You're gonna get levels of it. And then you're gonna transplant, of course, kales, tomatoes to bigger pots, right? Because we're moving. So it will be easier to carry the pots, just drive very slowly until the next place you're going to be living. Because first we are in our own homes, taking care of our own county, and then good families going to go to other locations close by, right? To stay in hotels and other families move, as we already said. All right? Okay, get your points, my friends. Hurry up and get going. The other thing is that you see, these things I cut from leaves fronds I found here, I think it's from palmetto, so let's use it. But you get more points if you prepare them. For example, here have your compost. If it's already bubbling, right, it decomposes, you put things in it, egg, whichever it is, so you have your preparation, you get more points. If it's dry like that, such as dry paper, you get less points. If it's also cardboard that already start, you see here, I use this egg carton to plant them already, transplanting them into here, you get more points because they're gonna easily decompose, you see? So if you prepare anything that's already prepared for your addition, right, you get more points. And everything that is plain, you just put in right now to decompose there, you get less points. We're gonna tell, organize points for everything, so you have an idea, and also how much, and the kid's gonna help to count, gonna help to do it. You can separate the trays and try to have two for each. If they're really tiny, you can put 4 or 5, right? That's fine. Just not 3, because we're working with pairs. But after 4, that's fine. Okay? Because if they're really tiny, you might don't have many containers, and you're gonna see which one grows faster, such as this one compared to that one. You see how tiny they are, the other ones? These, they're about 5 centimeters tall already. See here? But those two, much younger. So you're gonna transplant them, afterwards. The ones that grow faster. Look at this deal, some deals are stronger, some are weaker, so, okay? And with the situation that all of us gonna move to the beach region, about 40 kilometers, I think we can do it. We don't know yet, but I think no more than 40 for sure, with straight roads going to the beach. Maybe we can do it even in 20 kilometers from the beach, okay? All right, let's do it then. Let's get our points, cover them up, so the best as possible, and you're gonna add something only in 2 weeks, all right? So you can have a half done in 1 week, a half the other week, get them separated in a parking lot like I have there. You see all my trays. Here, the ones that I did not put addition to them yet, right? According to their needs, that's important, you already know, the greens and the darks. All these I already put the nutrition they need, making this little hole as I showed you. All right? Okay, and that's my workstation. Look at that. How nice, right? So find your way, just get it done. All right? Find your way. That's my laptop there, you see? It comes with me. Otherwise, my son gonna play with it. All these I did by myself. You believe that? I'm gonna count how many afterwards. The ones we're gonna, for the boys preparing, we're gonna show you afterwards. All right? My husband and the boys are gonna show you after. Let's get going, everybody. Let's get done. All right, so here we are, another tray. So what we do, you make the hole as I show you about 6 centimeters. Always do the top first, the whole row on the top, and then the whole bottom. All right, if you have kids and teens, the older child or teen do the above, and the little one do the top. And another person keep cutting, preparing, right, or already prepared, and fill them up, right? And keep going and keep going. Make sure you have a station or a picnic table, right? Make a station yourself or work on the floor. But it's quicker if you put it up somewhere, okay? All right, make going. And on the future with the Peace app, you're just gonna fill up points. It's gonna be really easy. How many you have with proper soil? So 1 centimeter, right? Not too low, not too high. All right, you get points for that. How many is too low, like this one, so you get less points, okay? All right, and the same way, how many already reach 5 centimeters or 10, 20, and that keeps going. And how many are lower than that are considered sprouts until 5 centimeters, below 5 centimeters, considered sprouts, okay? All right, and you're also gonna get your points if you're already giving nutrition that's already prepared, such as this one, right? It's already start to break down. It's for eggs. So if you're gonna transplant, you don't even need to do the whole I showed you. Just can transplant the whole plant, right? Okay, you count points, okay? But if it's a regular one like this one here, then you don't get. You have to add afterwards, all right? Like I did here. I already add, you see, this palmetto dry leaves here because this week I didn't have time to prepare. But dry things need to soak for at least what? Let's say 4 days, right? 4 complete days, right? To be counted as prepared. So this is good. For the compost, if it's already bubbling on the top, whichever days it was, 2 days, 5 days, already bubbling, you can get the points. This is more water, so I'm just showing an example because I already emptied out yesterday. So this is just water, reused water that I don't want to waste, so I brought downstairs from my apartment. Okay? All right, don't ever throw any dirt that's left over. Keep using, keep planting, use any plastic container you have, okay? All right, do your harvest, right? And keep eating. So we have here a lot of watermelon, a lot of cantaloupe. You see that we're already using them. Wash them well. You see, this is from cantaloupe. You see, take the seeds out, you know, and so they can grow, and start eating. You can get a little bit from the center, a little bit from the side, something like that, so they can grow a bit more. This is very easy. In a few days you can already eat, you know, in less than a week. And then you can keep eating for 2, even 3 weeks. They're still good, you know. Everyone gonna get used to it. You wash, you spray vinegar, right? I'm gonna show you at the end, you know, some salad made with that, you know. So anything that's not growing much, or you don't have no place to plant, such as those tomatoes or radishes, if you don't have the proper soil, they won't grow. Or if you have, for example, a lot of seeds of carrots, right? You're not going to eat them, because in pots they won't grow. We're gonna take forever, right? So the hard veggies we're gonna get from farmers. You're gonna focus on leaves and things that are easy to grow, such as tomatoes, kales, right? Okay, look at this, how beautiful we got. And here I have my tiny mint. You see, look, those tiny things, because it's important for us to tell people. We're not going to use that. We're gonna use from cuttings, right? Every family gonna have, every community gonna get. We're gonna share. And my friends, I'm very sorry to say, but with all that situation that we're all gonna live by the beach, and you know, a lot to remodel and renew, okay? So we are going to use synthetic pesticides, because we need. Use just a little bit, you know, for the things you have yourself. And for the farmers, we're gonna have proper amount they can use, but we're gonna need, right? Because we need things to grow, to start growing fast, because we're not going to have all this processed food. And every food that we're going to send to those companies with high processed meals, all gonna come to us. So be smart, 100% smart and 100% safe. Get things done and get your points. We see you soon. Okay, so now I'm going to tell you, when you have the soil deep, because maybe one day if you don't have much soil, the main thing is just to transplant. So I'm going to show you how to lift it up, okay? So if it's low like that, you see, like here, it's more than 2 centimeters deep, you see here? Okay, so I'm going to show you how to do it. You grab from the side, like with your spoon, you use your spoon, you grab from the side, you go, and lift it. All right, lift. I just have one hand, but you have an idea on how we're doing, okay? So you lift, and start putting the soil right there at the end, okay? All right, we're doing really great. Let's get it done. Okay, I'm going to show you another one. So you lift up entirely until you think the plants are on a proper level. You see here? Okay, so you lift, and then, you know, this will be on the top. We're gonna press down, so gonna be 1 centimeter down the top, right? And you add the nutrients there. So you go all the way, sliding on the pot, and go this way at the end, all right? So you won't break root system. You're just making room, and look at that, perfect. And look how deep, you see? More than 10 centimeters far away, you know, so you can just go slide, go press, go higher. You see, those was one of the pots that was many centimeters down, okay? All right, let's get going. If you know, of course, you don't need all these tips, but here it is, because there are many people never planted before. Let's get it done. We see you soon. Okay, my friends, let's get going. The other thing you can use are those leaves that is already breaking down. Remember the leaves I put in about 2 months ago or so? You know, I soaked them for a whole week in water for them to be soft, right? So they are considered as prepared material, because they're already breaking it down. They're not dry as those that I cut them off in little pieces, remember? Okay, so what you get a tablespoon or so, right? So you get some, right? You squish them a little bit, break them down, and tuck them in a hole, and press them about 1 tablespoon to be counted. Okay, cannot be too little. All right, and then you cover the soil around. Okay, all right, you keep going. And I just put one, if you get a little cardboard as well, you put them and you stick them in. So remember, they're prepared materials or not prepared materials. You're doing really great. Let's keep going. All right, so you see here we have some little eggs from different lizards, geckos. What you do? You just smash them, okay? Because they can stay in the woods, but you don't want them right there on your plants. Okay, smash them all. You see how many? Some of them, there's none, but some it's a lot. So just smash them, you know, they will be compost, right? And also for frog eggs in the water. So if you have a place to keep some frogs there, like a few bushes, you know, low, of course, for them to hide and keep laying eggs, that's fine. Until move from that area, because you can use those eggs, you know, mix in the soil and put in the lower part of your containers, okay? All right, because you're not having these huge containers as usually people see, 1 by 1 or 2 by 2, nothing of that. The way we're gonna use is in containers until we are really at the beach. And house compost, you know, get your little buckets, get them on. Every Wednesday and Saturday, you empty them out, okay? All right, so keep going, my friends. Let's get going. Plant everything and get ready. Okay, my friends, so here we are. I don't have more trays, but I still have small pots. That's what you're gonna do. Keep going, plant 2 in each, all right? And 2 that can grow together, 2 different plants. One gonna grow taller, the other gonna take longer. Just do the best you can. You can also plant 2 the same, as I did in a very few. I plant 2 collards in the same place, all right? Keep planting, keep them on the shade. The next day, put them on the sun and get going. We see you soon. Okay, so here you're going to see you water always the further on from left to right, and then the one closer to you, left to right. Okay, and then what you're gonna do? You water again one or another that you think is still needed for the soil to set it up. Okay, then you come, remember I told you, you check to make sure they're straight. You see, they're straight and firm, so you can press them, because if the soil is too soft, they're not going to be firm anymore, right? And always already work with soil that's already wet, because this part of watering is just for the really top. It's not to water the whole container, otherwise you're gonna, you know, they're not going to be straight anymore. You have to do it everything again. All right, very good, keep going. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how you're going to press your containers just gently. Anything needed, you're going to use your spoon, because if we press them too much, they're not going to last 10 or 20 years, right? Okay, so that's how you're going to do it. You're going to speak while you say, because then I'm just teaching those ways for us to have consistency so we can work faster with the time, because, you know, like companies, you know, when you keep doing the same thing, you know, over and over, so you have that practice to go faster. All right, so that's how you're gonna do. You're going to press with one hand, you're gonna press 2 times. So you're gonna say, press, press, and check the top, check the top. You see this little trim here? You know, you're gonna check to see if there's no spiders, nothing there. You can check just with your own fingers, slide in your finger a little bit, because they want, you know, or with the fabric, okay? Because then you already can clean your containers, right? Okay, so press, press, check the top, press, press, check the top, press, press, rolling, right? Check the top, press, press, check the top. Then on the top, do everything on the bottom, okay? Because then this way you're gonna have consistency. You're gonna have trays of 8 and trays of 10. Whichever one is fine, because some people only have smaller kids, some people are gonna have children, teens, you know, but you cannot carry by yourself the one with 10. You have to take 2 out and carry only 8, okay? So you take 2 out this way, 2 out. You can only carry weight, so you won't crack the tray, all right? Always hold the tray in the center, all right? Okay, you're doing really great. Keep going. Any extra, you know, thing that is needed, you know, you do it like that. You do it on a spoon. So you're gonna need a few spoons. You know, if you have a big family, have 4 spoons, you know, or each person have their own. You can slide, easily clean them like that, right? I'm just doing more or less with one hand, and then, you know, you can rinse them and keep going. So you see, some gonna be hard, you know, depending the type of things you put there before, if you have to add or not. Okay, so the first is pressing, make sure they're soft, right? Okay, then you're gonna add the soil that you need according to the sprouts you have to transplant, okay? Make any addition needed, and then you put the fertilizer you need with that hole I showed you before. So put the plants first in, or you can put the medium first, depends what you have, all right? Okay, let's get ready, keep going. Okay, the other thing, if you have a soil with mulch that you purchase, you know, little pieces of wood, right? It counts as brown, right? You can get a few. So if you find sticks like that, put on the side. You know, stick them on the side because they're gonna decompose with time. You know, leave them there. Don't throw them away because they count as dark, as brown, sorry. Okay? All right, keep going. You know, and always add. Take the ones, you know, this is my spinach. Take the ones that are taller, right? Remember, always take the seeds out, you know. If you do this doesn't work, and then you come and get the ones that are left over, take them out, okay? Because they will grow fast, because sometimes they hold the 2 first leaves, right, together. So take them all out, the little ones, older ones, all right? Okay, you're doing really great. Keep going. Okay, so here we are. If you have something that you cannot press, but it's still a good container, right? You made the holes on the sides, right? 1 hole in each side. Depends the soil you have and what type of plant, or you can even make 2 holes, but that's fine. You know, so you don't have to water every day. You can water every other day. So you come on a side and slide, you know, so you can make sure, because you already took the sprouts, for example, right? The sprouts you want, so you're gonna plant new things. You come all around, right, and press every container, such as this one. So come from the side with the spoon. If you can't press the sides, right, just come with the spoon. Aerate the soil, take the sprouts you already have. So you're gonna renew the soil before you plant new seeds. Ready? Get going. Okay, dear subscribers, here we are. So I'm going to show you how you're gonna keep. So I took a lot of sprouts already, transplanted them, you know. So those are the leftovers for the next week. So what you're gonna do? This is a little shallow, as you see here. So you can put in a taller container. So what I'm doing, I'm preparing the soil, you see, and then I'm going to take them in chunks. Like here will be a chunk, a half, spread them a little bit, you know, so they have more soil to grow, you see. So you're gonna see how many chunks you have, 4, 8, 6, how many you have, and then you make the little holes for them and you put them, so you know they're gonna have more roots to keep going for the whole week. Okay, the other way you can do is just cover the area that they are, you know, depend on your time and what you think will be the most appropriate. You can do that too. You can't leave bare like that, okay? So that's another way, because then next week you keep going, all right? Okay, so whichever you think is convenient, because some soil might be better than others, right, for the sprouts, because it's soft soil, right, that you put the sprouts in with some vitamins, right? Some nutrients, right? How they come from the store. And you can put some synthetic fertilizer, not too much, because we need these things to keep going. All right? Okay, and plant the most as possible because we have to eat. And the ones we purchase at the Sprouts, at the stores, they are already not 100% organic anyways. Okay? So keep going, get organized, and remember to be on time. You can do things ahead, but try to don't pass your time. Why? Because you have other things to do. If you work in the morning, you need to eat lunch properly because you have other things to do in the afternoon, right? Or clean the house or do laundry. So make sure to have consistencies. 4 hours work. 2 hours for the family, 2 hours for the community. If the community does not have time yet, or vice versa, do whichever you have the materials for, right? Because if you don't have your own materials yet, you can work at the community, right? Because people are gonna be in town, right, for 6 months or even a whole year, or even 2 years for the last families, okay? All right, get organized and keep going. Be smart. And you can already eat the sprouts that you have too much and grow fast, such as the watermelon, cantaloupe. Yes, eat them up, wash them well, spray the vinegar or the lemon for a few minutes and just eat them. Start getting used to all these practices with your children and team. Okay, we'll see you soon. Get ready. Okay, for the cantaloupe and watermelon sprouts that I told they grow really fast, so you just come, plant them in shallow containers like this one, because then gonna be easier for you, okay? All right, so you come here, you bring them out, and then you already clean the roots, but don't take all the roots because they have nutrients too. But take the seeds, right? Okay, so you're gonna clean them up, leave them like that with the roots, right, but without the seeds, so you don't have so much compost to bring back. And of course the soil the best as possible. Okay, so that's it. And then you bring all your harvest, right? And I'm bringing all this and one more for the next 2 days or so, right, for our salads. Ready? Okay, keep going. Get organized and start eating your plants. All right, so I took all of them out, as you see here. Okay, so you already prepared the soil mix and you can put new seeds. So you see roots like that, you can open them up, spread them around because they're all gonna be nutrients, all right? So mix them well. If any other one sprout here and there, just take them out, right? Or you eat or you plant, okay? All right, so that's what you do. Get organized and already you can plant, as I showed you before, with the lines of cardboard, put 2 lines there. That's one way. Or sprinkle the seeds around, whichever is the best for you. Get organized and it'll be really nice. Okay, so I don't know if I showed that pot, but it's full of leaves, of the sprouts, the cantaloupe sprouts. So I already took the half. So you're not going to wash them all. Put in a container with a lid, right? Just wash the amount you're gonna use that day, and you're gonna mix with other things, right? Cut them small or cut them in half, whichever you want. All right, get them going. So okay, but remember, don't wash for many days because then they're gonna be bad. All right, but they can handle fine like that. Just scrape well the dirt, all right? And any leftover seeds I'm scraping, you can put them again, and some might still gonna sprout because they didn't have enough light here. Put too many. All right, very good. Let's eat healthy and get going. All right, so you can count your trays like that, okay? So keep going. I got 20 trays. All right, let me show you that like this. 20 trays of sprouts. Let's keep going. Oh, this, now it's already dark here in Florida. The time changed, so it's not even 6 o'clock, but the sun is already, can't see behind the trees. So all those I transplanted today, they're ready to go. I'm gonna count them soon. And then we have some here that we already got it. Look, I just have some harvest, but they're doing great. Look, the caves I transplanted. Yes, those are my bigger containers. You see, this is the tray I told you about. Can fit 6. It's a good size. The sides is straight, easy to carry, you know, because we are going to need those things. Have our own plants, right? And then here, look how many trays. I just have to bring a few to fill them up. But here I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 trays of 8. With rare exception, there's 10. I have some trays of 10. You see? All right, count yours. You're doing really great. Keep going. Hi everyone, how are you doing? Okay, so plant also your cantaloupe, your watermelon, squashes, everything you can, right? And then you transplant them in bigger containers because they're gonna grow. You're gonna see online how to plant and have stacks of bamboo or something else according to your reality, what the best way will be. They only need good soil and sun. Get ready to plant and move soon. So let me show you something. Why we need this little towel? Because if you're gonna use your brush, gonna get full of little soil clippings, right? Pieces. So you do with that, and then you can touch up any corn, any trim. Like, you know, if you have a little trim, then it's okay. But you do the best you can with your small fabric, okay? All right, one more tip for us. Doing great. Ready to eat. Got it? Nice, right? Okay, so you can do that. You know, when you move into other locations, when your team finish clean up one area, because those sprouts from cantaloupes, watermelons, they grow really fast, and in a few days you have a lot of food. All right? Okay, very good. So today is our updates from our garden from November 12, 2022. We see you soon. Get ready. Hi everyone. I got a lot of harvest. You know, many radish because I don't have the proper soil for it, and watermelon and cantaloupe. And here I washed them already. Put some vinegar. Wait 10 minutes, or lemon, whichever you have. If you have a bowl, you know, wash them and then you can eat. Perfect. Okay, my friends, here we are. We got about 280 little plants. Very few, only it's more than 5 or above 10 centimeters tall. And we got 24 trays with sprouts. We're doing great. And what about you? Post a video.